Hello everyone, welcome to Classic Tamil Academy. Here we provide you UGC NET, TNSET, PGTRB, UGTRB test series based on English language teaching, ELT, history, methods and approaches. Very important topic. Here we have brought 25 questions covering important areas in Unit 9, English language teaching, ELT. So there we go. Let us move on to the first question. Who is considered the father of modern language teaching methodology? John Moss Comenius is the right answer. Let's see the options. John B. Harold Palmer, Noam Chomsky. They are also related with language teaching. So second question. Which book by John Amos Comenius is considered a milestone in language teaching? Orbis Sensilium Pictus, that is also very important book in the history. And other books we can find How to Teach Grammar, Grammar Translation Manual, Direct Method Guide. Third question, what is the primary focus of the grammar translation method? Correct answer, reading and translating text. So we have grammar translation method, primary focus. What is the key focus or important focus we give for grammar translation method? Reading and translating text, very important. And the fourth question, which teaching method emphasizes oral communication and excludes the use of learner's native language? So use of native language is avoided and they give importance for oral communication. That is direct method. So other methods we can also see in the options, from the options, grammar translation method, audiolingual method, then we have communicative approach. The audiolingual method is based on which psychological theory? Audiolingual method is based on, so audiolingual method is based on behaviorism. Introduced the concept of language acquisition as opposed to language learning. Which approach introduced the concept language acquisition? Language acquisition is the concept introduced by natural approach, that is against, opposed to language learning. Question number 7, total physical response, very important question. TPR, called as TPR approach involves, so what it involves? Pairing physical actions with verbal instructions. So physical pairing. Yes. Question number 8. Which teaching method was influenced by the ideas of Harold Palmer? Harold Palmer, which teaching method was influenced by? Structural approach, that is also a method influenced by the ideas of Harold Palmer. So other methods also we can see in the, from the screen. Silent way method, direct method, structural approach, and suggestopedia. So question number 9, in which method does the teacher act as a facilitator and students discover grammar rules themselves? Silent way. So in silent way method, the teacher acts as a facilitator, very important. And question number 10, the communicative language teaching, CLT, we call as a CLT. CLT approach mainly focuses on meaningful communication and fluency. Who is known for the monitor model language in language teaching? Monitor model means Stephen Krashen. That is also very important basic level question. Who introduced? Who is known for monitor model? Stephen Krashen. Which of the following is not a key concept? Hypothesis of Stephen Krashen's theory. Not a key hypothesis. Innate hypothesis is not a key hypothesis of Stephen Krashen. So above question we can find monitor model. Under this we cover input hypothesis, affective filter hypothesis, and monitor hypothesis. They are key hypothesis of Stephen Krashen's theory, but innate hypothesis is not a key hypothesis of Stephen Krashen's theory. Suggestopedia method emphasizes what is the core idea? Core idea discussed in Suggestopedia: relaxation and positive in reinforcement. And 14th question, in the audiolingual method, errors are considered. Audiolingual method errors, they are considered to be harmful and to be avoided because it is based on audiolingual, right? So the option B is the right answer, harmful and to be avoided. Which method uses everyday objects, charts, and gestures to teach language? So which method uses everyday objects are used, charts are used, gestures are used for to teach language, that is silent way, because we can see silent way which is connected to gestures. Yes, we move on to 16th question. What is the focus of the lexical approach in language teaching? So lexical approach, which means lexical means word, vocabulary and fixed expressions can be a key focus of a lexical approach. 17th question emphasizes comprehensible in for language acquisition, that is comprehensible. We can see comprehensible means related to understanding, right? So comprehensible input is given, emphasizes, that is a natural approach. So in this video, we learn there are kinds of approaches, methods. So audiolingual method, grammar translation method, natural approach, total physical approach. So all these key ideas we learn through the video lesson, video question answers. The task-based approach in language teaching involves. So in this question, we see task-based approach. So some tasks are given to learn language teaching, which involves completing or real-world tasks to learn language. So some real-world tasks to will be given to the children or the language learner. Which approach is student centered? Very important question. Student, which is a student centered approach and involves problem solving activity? So there are two terms we study in this question. The first question is, the first term is a student centered one, number one, and number two, problem solving. So which will be there in communicative language teaching. Callan method focuses. What is a key idea or focus, main focus in Callan method focus or method? Listening and speaking through fast-paced drills. So paced drills will be given. Drill means repeated kind of like what we just learn in when we study in our schooling. In primary schooling, we just learn numbers and for tables. So that is a technical side they follow. Which concept emphasizes the idea that learning occurs best when anxiety is reduced? This is actually a concept. We just come to a concept. What is a concept? The idea that learning occurs when best when anxiety is reduced. So there is no anxiety. When there is no anxiety, learning will be fantabulous or very much. We can expect a good outcome of learning. Effective filter hypothesis is the right answer. We just move on to the next question, 22. Drills and pattern practice are key concepts of which method? So audiolingual method is the right answer. So there, audiolingual method, what we really do, drills and pattern practices. So drills are given, pattern practices are given in audiolingual method. The structural approach in language teaching focuses on mastery of sentence patterns and structural approach. In structure, there is a structure. Okay, so structure, a subject, verb, object, so that is also a structure, right? So simple present tense. So subject, verb should be in verb one, main verb. So that is a structure we follow. So mastery of sentence pattern and structure. Obviously, that must be the right answer. And developed, who developed a direct method? That's a very important question and direct question. So direct method is introduced. It is introduced, developed by Charles Berlitz, and we can study that. And the natural approach was co-developed by natural approach. We have seen this Stephen Krashen, and we have Tracy Terrell. That is the 25th question. So all in this worksheet we could learn some basic questions related to ELT. There are lots of ideas also discussed. So what you can do, candidates, dear candidates, you can just go through the topics and find out the other related areas and just study thoroughly and be very clear with the approaches, direct method, grammar translation method, and we have lots of methods also in communicative language teaching and audiolingual method, who found that, who developed it, who introduced it, all kinds of ideas we can bring. And inside the topic, we see the affective filter hypothesis. Some theorists might have brought some co ideas or points to it that is also can be learned. So thank you very much. We'll see in another video some other questions. Thank you very much.